Hello, hi, it's Liz here. Long time no see. I think it's about a week, maybe one of the longest times I've had without making a video. And yeah, so I thought we would get out all the 2023 journals. Some have done their job and are finished, and some are ongoing. And while we have a look through, I thought I would tell you some of my exciting but a bit nervous about it all news. And yeah, so let's move some of them aside and we'll just start having a look through. Let's start with this little one, which is the whatnots, and that'll be nice and quick. So whatnots were things that I did earlier in the year. Everyone seemed to quite enjoy a quick make once a week. So I kept a little sample of all the whatnots in this little altered book. It was a little, like one of those hardback Beatrix Potter ones. And I just took the pages out and replaced them. And they, the little charms come off from somewhere. We'll find a home for that. It's one of these traveller's notebook type spines where the pages just slide in and out using a piece of seam binding. If I can find the middle there. So they're just tied on. It has gotten a little bit bulky, but you know, that's what journals can be like. It sits on the shelf nice and open. So that's the whatnot book. If you're interested in seeing what whatnots were all about, there's a playlist which will show you all the different whatnots. Super quick and super easy. There's a few pages left actually, but we decided we had had enough of the whatnots. We did different shapes, circles, squares, triangles and rectangles, and that was really enough. I think there was 26 weeks of that. So moving on from that, another weekly thing is Roxy's weekly challenge, and I used this journal for the 2023 Roxy's weekly challenge. So yeah, there's lots of samples of the weekly challenges. I didn't do every week, but most weeks I think are here. So yeah, so the reason I have been missing in not so much action is we have been very seriously thinking of moving house. Where we live just now is in the suburbs of Glasgow, and we are not in the countryside, but it feels like the countryside because we have no regular bus service. There's one little bus once an hour, and even then it's doesn't really go anywhere. It goes to the little town centre, and then you need to get another bus if you want to go somewhere. And okay, we've got a car, but hubby doesn't drive. I'm the driver. And looking to the future, you know, neither of us are getting any younger. And so we thought, you know, do we want to really, although we love it here, it's nice. We look onto the park. There's, you know, a nice wee stretch of water across the road and down a bit, and it is lovely, but we're not near any shops. We're not near any transport links. And it's really looking to the future. If we don't have a car, then we're really quite stuck. And we don't really want to be stuck. We want to be beside at least, you know, a wee convenience shop, a post office, things like that. So we have chosen an area of Glasgow which is near the city centre. It's called Battlefield because there was a battle there many years ago. And we have been looking at properties which are called Tenements. Tenements are just in Glasgow and Edinburgh. You don't find tenements anywhere else. By and large, they're over 100 years old. They've got nice high ceilings and nice old features, you know, bay windows and fireplaces. And so that's Rachel's, Roxy's weekly challenge. So yeah, so this one is take 3, which followed on from the Whatnots, where I did a weekly make just using 3 items. Again, this is an altered book, but this time the signatures, there's 3 signatures, and they're sewn in to that piece of fabric and then just stuck on. So they're not sewn in right through the spine. It's what you call a hidden spine, I believe. And they're just sewn onto that piece of fabric and then that's stuck in. So yes, and it's an old, I think, Winnie the Pooh book, A.A. Milne. It was absolutely falling apart. So yeah, so we've been looking at these tenement flats. It needs to be the ground floor because of my dodgy knee and my dodgy hip. Although I can manage the stairs slowly, there will probably come a time where the stairs won't be any use. So we're looking for the ground floor. So we've been keeping an eye out for about a month or so now. But seriously now, into the new year, we have been to view, let me see, 3 properties. And one yesterday. Look at this, it's cute, isn't it? Oh, the bunny and the bunny. That's kind of stuck down that one. Oh yes, it's had an envelope. Yeah, so the one yesterday was a bit of a doer-upper. The photographs on the estate agent's site didn't make it actually looked really quite nice. But when we went to see it, it was all a bit chanky and needs quite a lot of work, which, you know, we get people in to do. Needed a new kitchen and a new bathroom and some other general paintwork and whatnot, which is fine, you know, we'll do that. But I was a wee bit disappointed that, you know, it wasn't really what it looked like. Now this big one was gifted to me by EB. Hi EB. I'm giving you a thumbs up rather than a wave. And I use it to, because EB visited Scotland and came to Glasgow, I use it for recording places that we go to in Scotland's Glasgow. And I keep all EB's letters in this front pocket. She corresponds and I've got them all safely tucked in there. Yeah, so this is a journal about home. Oh, that's quite appropriate given what I'm talking about. So this is a coffee shop we go to. So yeah, so we went to view that one yesterday. And these are donuts from Tantrum Donuts. So yeah, so it's dated and we went to Wee Paris. We had apple, bacon and maple pancakes. Very busy with the ladies who lunch. I had forgotten about that. It just shows you when you actually journal in your journal. It's nice to read because I had forgotten about that. And that was in June. 27th of June. Yeah. So yeah, so that was a bit disappointing. So there's a picture of the unicorn at the toll booth at Glasgow Cross. And this is the French Monkey. This French Monkey coffee shop is in Battlefield, where we went to view the two flats, because it's got perfect, it's a nice main street, and there's a co-op shop and a Sainsbury's, and there's a couple of charity shops. It's just a nice wee main street. There's a fish and chip shop. There's Millie looking at the doggy menu. This coffee page. Yeah, and there's a post office, and there's, you know, it's just a nice wee high street that we wouldn't need to drive to. So we went to view that one yesterday. Visit to the Kelpies on 29th of June. But like I say, it was needing a good wee bit of work. So, but we went to see one this morning. That was, oh, that's February. Oh, that must be an old receipt just to remind me that we went there. So, the one we saw this morning was beautiful. But 20,000, now, same 2 bedrooms, obviously 1 bedroom and 1 crafty room. And it was funny because it was a chap, and he's a tattoo artist, the guy that's selling it. And he had his 2nd bedroom, and it was a sort of crafty room. He had a potter's wheel. He did pots. He had a set of Copics on the shelf, so we had a wee chat. Nice guy, and his flat is just so stylish and so well done out. But it's £20,000 more expensive. This is the gargoyles, the modern gargoyles on the cathedral. Don't know if you can see them. Yeah. And you've got to weigh up. I mean, we're quite nervous about moving at the best of times, because we've been here 20 years and we're not really movers. You know, this is kind of the first time that we'll have moved together. Tea rooms and buttons. And afternoon tea. We went there for afternoon tea. So, yeah. So we've got to weigh up £20,000 for the one that needs done up. And you could have it all done the way you like it, or buy one that's just walk-in. I don't know. So my World of Weird. This is just a plain old altered book, as is. I don't think did I tear a couple of pages out maybe as I went along? I'm not sure. But I sort of stalled at this one. I was enjoying doing it. This was using stickers from the, you know, those big sticker books. That's got all the weird stickers. This is still a favourite page. That was supposed to be like a glitter ball. And this is like an advent, and I called it Madvent. Oh, and that's it, really. Haven't come up with anything else for that. Need to get the sticker book back out. Haven't forgotten about it. We will get back to it. We'll get back to it one day. And then there is this little one, which I started with full intentions of doing this more often. And I was going to use this one to do a kind of mindfulness, inspirational quotes, nice and easy collages. You have to be where you are to get where you need to go. You know, that's sort of appropriate for how we're feeling just now. Do we stay put? Do we move? I think we have decided that we're going to need to move. But you know, we need to find the perfect, because we do love it, this house we're in, and we need to find the perfect place to go to. But that one this morning has really put a spanner in the works, because it was absolutely gorgeous. But like I say, do you pay? Daylight dreams, the most beautiful thing. Never lose your sense of wonder. Wake up with a smile. Enjoy every moment and seize every day. Oh, fearless, life is an adventure. You know, this is just making me think it would be an adventure, wouldn't it? And would doing up, do I have the gumption and the to do up a place from scratch? It would need a new kitchen, it would need a new bathroom, it would need new internal doors. There's a fireplace, which is fine, in the main room, in the lounge, the living room, and there's a nice fireplace in the bedroom, so that's lovely. That's original. The front door and the storm doors are original. All the coving and the, you know, the round thing, that the lamp, the light, central light from the ceiling rose, it's all original. So it does have original features. It's still got the press at the side of the window, and yeah. But so the glue book hasn't been out for a while. I would love to know, if you're still listening to me prattling on, have you been in the situation where you want to move house, but do you buy one that's already done up and pay the big pounds, or do you make the effort to so yeah, so this is an altered book as well. This was all about cleaning your house, this book. Yeah, let me know what you think. Is it oh, I don't know, is it the easy option to buy one that's already done, or is it good to have the satisfaction of doing up one on your own? Buttons for brains. So this was the latest one, and it's complete. This was Daphne, Defemerember. Yep, Defemerember 2023. So this is just the latest one. You'll have seen this one just the other week. So that's the reason that there might not be as many videos. I will do as many as I can, but there will come a time, maybe in a month or two, where the crafty room will need to be packed up, and I think the plan would be to pack up the crafty room and get one of these storage units, because then I can take things myself to and fro without movers and without having to put it in boxes, because they're all in these, all my things are in these cubes in a IKEA unit, and it would save me having to put them in proper boxes. And also it means when on moving day we can just move all the main pieces of furniture, and then I can gradually put it where I want to put things. And that would be the plan, that we would put the crafty room in storage until the place was done up, if we bought the done up place. And we might not even buy either of these two, because that is just our first viewings. We might see something else, and also we have to put the place we're in just now up for sale. Oh, so that's where I am. Thanks for listening. I feel I have let go of a lot of things. Just just by saying it out loud, because to be honest, I wasn't, up till I saw the two places, I wasn't entirely sure that I was going to move at all, but I do recognise that we need to move. So yeah, okay, so best get all these put back on the shelf. And yeah, so thanks for joining me today. Thanks for listening, and if you've got any thoughts, oh, I would love to hear them. Yeah, because really, I just don't know what with the two of us are just getting up to high do, thinking about, oh, I don't know. It's just such a big decision, isn't it? We just go round and round and round. And yeah, but we'll get there. So if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.